Chapter 5, Homecoming. Now we're in the Omega homecoming party. You and the Lambda stand at the top of the stairs looking around your beautiful house in dismay. Who was in charge of decorations? This isn't anywhere near Lambda homecoming standards. You try not to shudder as a few Omegas duct tape giant bottles of liquor to their hands, spilling their contents all over the carpet. Yes! Who's up for a game of Edward 40 Hands? I can't believe this is happening under Lambda News roof. If this is how the party is starting, I'm scared to think of how it'll end. Riley passes by the bottom of the stairs, stopping to smirk up at you. What's wrong, Lambda? You waiting for a formal invitation before you join the party? Riley? We take being fashionably late very seriously. You give your hair a flippant toss and tilt your neck the most appealing angle possible. Lambda News never wait on a party. Everyone knows the party waits for us. Before Riley can respond, you turn on your heel and flounce back to your room. Like a group of diligent soldiers, the Lambdas follow suit. Homecoming is supposed to be classy and organized, not a hot mess of malt liquor and jock straps. Don't worry, guys. I've got a plan that'll show them exactly how Lambda New parties. We'll have a fox hunt. You mean like a literal fox hunt, like with guns? Surrounded by idiots. In a manner of speaking. Part 2 will come later, but for now I need everyone to head downstairs and pretend to join the party. Our goal, while undercover, is to steal one personal item from each Omega. Nothing and nowhere is off limits, so get creative. A heist. Count me all the way in. One last thing. No one touches Riley Coin, he's mine. The Lambdas spill out of the room, excitedly deciding who to target. You're left alone with Dahlia, who studies you with narrow-eyed respect. Delicious and fun. I like it. But what I'd like even more is to see you crush Riley under the tallest, sharpest heel you have. She marches to your closet, throws open the doors with a backward glance at you. She pulls out an outfit of lace and leather. The more we keep Riley's eyes on your body, the less attention he'll pay to the rest. Hot shot. Okay. Yes, this will show Lambda has a president to love, fear, and lust after in equal measures. You turn around the mirror, surprised to find how comfortable you are despite all the leather, and how much of your skin is showing. This is perfect, Dahlia. I'm hot, half naked, and ready to hunt down some Omegas. As soon as you're ready, the Lambdas head downstairs to the party, drawing the eyes of everyone, including Riley. You've already missed half the party. It's not even a very good look for a president to show up for this late for the competition. He rakes his gaze over you, unable to hide the way his jaw goes slack, or the spark of desire flooding his gaze. You sure about that, Riley? Here I was thinking I looked pretty good. I meant that in a metaphorical sense. You, look like sex on a stick, and you know it. I better go mingle with our guests. We wouldn't want anyone feeling neglected by the Lambda president. You grab a drink from the nearby table and cast a knowing glance at Luna and Dahlia, urging them to follow your lead. What do you say, girls? Should we go chat with some of our favorite Omegas? Since when do you have favorite Omegas? Riley. You don't know everything about me. I'm sorry, but you've only scratched my surface. I'm a treasure trove of secrets and intrigue. You're definitely hiding something, but I doubt it's treasure. Wow. You ignore Riley's suspicious look as you lead Luna and Dahlia to the other side of the living room with a low-voiced conference. So, we should start with getting items from Wyatt and Tate or Trevor. Wyatt is nicer. But Trevor's much dumber. He wouldn't notice a trap even if it was wearing nipple clamps and dancing naked in front of him. You're right, Dal. Stealing something from Trevor will be a piece of cake. The three of you head out back, where Trevor plays a rowdy game of flip cup. He gulps his beer in one swallow before expertly flipping his cup over. Oh, Serena Roof for me, suck it! Oh wow, Trevor, you're just good at everything you do. Like a big, strong ox. You can practically see Trevor swelling with pride as you stroke as you go higher and higher. I'm glad you ladies are finally climbing aboard the Trev train. Always good for a ride. Ugh. And why don't you let us give you a hand massage? Your fingers must be so tired after all those impressive flips. Oh, ready to experience these magic fingers for yourself? Go right ahead. You and Dahlia each take a meaty hand and start rubbing the muscles and joints, and the low-cough Dahlia signals you to act. I'll distract Trevor by... diverting his attention across the backyard. Wait, how's a girl taking her top and bra off? What? Where? Turns eagerly, his tongue practically lolling out of his mouth. Dahlia uses his distraction to slip a leather bracelet from his wrist. On second thought, we wouldn't want a massage to throw your hand off its game. Good luck with the next round. You the girls have to bite down on your laughter as you dart away from an open-mouthed Trevor towards the safety of the house. Behold my trophy. Hopefully you're gonna give it back. Like taking candy from an oversized baby. We can't get too cocky though. Wyatt's gonna prove trickier target. You find Wyatt in the kitchen, slicing limes and mixing cocktails. He pours a precise measurement of alcohol into a shaker and raises it. What'll it be, ladies? Whiskey sour, rum and coke, or a little bottle of vodka for the road? I didn't know we had a fancy bartender for this party. I can't help myself. Mixology is basically just chemistry with more cut fruit. Really? I have to take 2 more organic chem classes before I can graduate. Would you mind giving me a lesson? Luna lifts the shaker from Wyatt's hand and a show of clumsiness fumbles with the lid and sends the entire contents flying all over him. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Danielle and I can get that for you. Luna grabs a wad of napkins and starts dabbing ineffectively at Wyatt's back, her free hand reaching towards the wallet in his back pocket. I'll distract Wyatt by wiping myself down. Or taking off his wet shirt for him. The shirt would be over his head. We better get that sticky shirt into the wash right away. We wouldn't want to let that stain set. I guess if you think that's necessary. You reach for Wyatt's shirt, gently skirting your fingers up his wet stomach before pulling it over his head. It's not a real party until at least half the Omegas are shirtless anyway. Luna uses Wyatt's temporary distraction to take his wallet out of his pocket. She extracts a card before slipping the wallet back in place. There, good as new. We'll go ahead and take the bottle of vodka to go like you promised. Giggling, the 3 of you dart away from the kitchen, clutching the bottle. Wyatt is left none the wiser, but a little wetter. What did you take from his wallet, Luna? A loyalty punch card from his favorite liquor store. Look, he's only 1 punch away from a bottle of that fancy craft beer he likes. Gonna take a little bit longer to get the free bottle now. Still wrong. Amazing job, ladies. The Omegas aren't gonna know what hit them. Ellie and Luna check on the other Lambdas and their guests for personal items. You follow the sound of laughter to the living room, where you find Riley throwing dice and guzzling from a huge beer mug as he plays sixes with a few frat buddies. Piece of cake. Who's next? Now's the perfect time to slip up to Riley's room and steal something really juicy. You sneak past Riley and tiptoe into his room, trying not to stare at this tangle of sheets on the bed or inhale the warm, lingering scent of him. Focus, Danielle. This is your chance to show Riley his boss. A mischievous pleasure darts through you as your gaze lands on the dresser, pausing only to make sure the coast is clear, and you dive into the top drawer and pull out nothing to the imagination. Leopard print. Never been a fan. Why, Riley coin, you dirty little bird. You start to tuck the Speedo in your pocket with a voice hails you from down the doorway. Looking through my underwear drawer, you nasty freak. Riley! You whirl, shove the underwear behind your back, but not before you catch the smug look on Riley's face. He thinks he is trapped, but I'm not ready to concede just yet. So we've... Okay. You meet his gaze with a steadiness that surprises you both. Feeling only slightly flustered, you shrug. I was just curious what you were working with under all the bluster. You twirl the underwear in your forefinger, the flash of Speedo matching the flash of his eyes. And now I guess I have my answer. A lazy smirk touches his lips as he steps towards you. The air between you shifts to make room for him. You think so, Lambda? And what? Just what does that bulging pouch tell you? It tells me there's more to you than meets the eye. He's not an Autobot. Someone's trying too hard to overcompensate, I should definitely avoid your bedside table. Trying too hard. Raise one brow, letting Riley see how unimpressed you are by all his smooth talking. Some of us don't need fancy bits of fabric to show off our assets. I'm already more than a man like you can handle. His smile quirks matching yours to beat for beat. If you wanted to see what I keep under my clothes, Danielle, all you have to do is ask. Personally, I'd much rather see your panties, but he's so close you can practically feel the energy rising off his body. He lifts a hand towards your face, only drop it at the last second. But only if they're waving as a flag of surrender. Oh, he's good at this. Good thing I'm better. You jut out your lower lip in a playful pout, your eyes wide, innocent, as you look coyly up at him. We always seem to be at odds with each other, Riley. It's such a shame when we could be having so much fun together. Tongue darts out and touches the edge of his lips, his breath caught on a sudden hitch. Oh yeah? What did you have in mind? Close your eyes and maybe I'll paint a mental picture for you. His eyes snap closed almost immediately. While he's distracted, you slip the Speedo into your pocket. That's a good boy. Trust me, Lambda. I'm only behaving because I was promised his story. Well, then I better not keep you waiting. Once upon a time, there were two rivals trapped all alone inside a house together. I tied a man to his bed using underwear just like that. We'll go to the bottom one. Doesn't sound like a very unique story. You don't let his smirk derail you, dropping your voice to a soft, sexy drawl. You continue. Only one of them could win, so they entered a game of seduction. The winner, the one who held out the longest in the bedroom. Riley's whole body grows still, not a single muscle twitching as he struggles to maintain his calm. You can imagine how far they went to prove themselves the winner. Fingers, lips, hot, wet tongues. His breathing shallows, his eyelashes flutter as he struggles to maintain control over himself. I don't know, Danielle, this story sounds far-fetched to me. His own voice is low, raspy, that it feels like a pair of rough hands over your skin. Which part don't you like? The part where you're naked or the part where I am? As soon as the words naked passes your lips, you know you're in trouble. Your skin heats at the underwear in your pocket. The seduction pull of the tumbled cheeks, Riley's chest rising and falling against yours. You'd better keep going. I'm gonna need to hear more about how naked you are. You glance down at the hard, packed muscles of his body. The unmistakable hardness in his groin was visible through his jeans. You can feel your own body growing hot at the sight of him. It'd be so easy to skim the palm of that big, promising, swell... lips. It's not my being naked that should worry you. It's the wet heat of my mouth that'll cause you real problems. As you speak, you move your mouth closer to the rapidly beating pulse at the base of his throat. Giving in, you press your lips against the skin. With a soft groan, he arches his neck to give you better access. The hot, salty taste of him floods your senses. Oh, I'm in trouble, all right. Your own breath becomes jagged, strained as you try to force your thoughts back where they belong. Riley. Danielle. His eyes fly open, dark, full of desire. You're so shocked by the hunger you see in them that you don't move until he backs you up against the dresser. You hit the dresser with a soft thud as his hips rock against yours. Your every nerve strained to feel him press deeper and harder. Your mouth falls open, your lips parting of their own volition as his gaze bores into yours. And all you want is to feel the hot sweep of his mouth against yours, the strength and power of him. Wait, what am I doing? Alarm bells go off inside your head as you remember your mission. Underwear party's winning. I'll flip it around and change to other places. In one quick practice movement, you grab Riley's hips, swing him around so that your positions are reversed. What the... As he falls back against the dresser, your hips flush with his. You can feel how much he's been enjoying this particular exchange. I think you're getting a little ahead of yourself here, don't you? You take a moment to catch your breath, watching an expression change from dark, pulsing desire to realization. It's too bad you and I can't really make those fantasies a reality, huh? Lambda, you tease. Plucking your tongue, you cast him a mocking smile. Even though you're still rattled inside, nothing on the outside gives you away. Sorry, Riley, but I've got a homecoming party to enjoy. Why don't you join us as soon as you get yourself under control? You turn on your heel and trapeze out of the room, aware of his instant gaze on your backside as you go. And the best part is, I've got my trophy secure in my pocket, and he has no idea what's coming. As the party continues, you and the Lambdas let loose and enjoy yourselves. The drinks are flowing, party games are starting to heat up, and everyone seems to be having a great time. Tap, tap, tap. Can I please have everyone's attention? You jump on the couch, tapping the edge of your red Solo cup as the conversation starts to drop to a hum, all eyes turn your way. I'd like to start by expressing my surprise. When the Omegas first suggested we throw a homecoming party tonight, I wasn't sure they could pull it off. Lucky for me, the Omegas are capable of surprises, and they're not the only ones. You can feel the intensity of Riley's gaze as you pull yourself up to your full height and drop the bomb on him. Which is why I'm delighted to announce that the night's main event is about to get underway. It's time for the fox hunt. Grinning, Delia passes a huge bowl around the room, filled with all the personal items you and the Lambdas gathered. Everyone is allowed to take one item from our collection, but make sure you choose wisely. There's a general hum of confusion as the party guests start putting out items one by one, and it grows into an excitement as Luna starts handing out paintball guns. What the hell are we playing? Some paintballs for you, and more for you. Wait, why is the guy holding my emotional support water bottle? And that's my lucky jockstrap. Once you have your paintball gun, all you have to do is figure out which Omega Fox you drew from the bowl, and the hunt begins. I've already chosen my target. Recognize this, Riley? You draw your prize from your back pocket and dangle it midair. Everyone take a good, long look. Riley's eyes flash as he realizes what's in your hand, and the entire party lets out a series of cheers and wolf whistles. I should have known you were up to no good at the moment I caught you in my bedroom. Oh, Riley, you're in for it now. Riley's grin tells you everything you need to know, and then some. A shiver of pride runs down your spine. You heard Danielle Omegas, the hunt is about to begin. If I were you, I'd get running. Oh, Riley, I'm gonna make this hurt. You let your gaze travel around his body as if looking for the target before meeting his eyes with a wicked grin. I hope you have a high pain tolerance, Coin, because I'm not gonna stop until you beg. I hope that's a promise, Danielle. The crowd counts down from 30 as the Omegas scatter amid shouts of laughter and threats of retaliation. 3, 2, 1. The first annual Lambda's Fox Hunt is on. You take off through the house, clutching your paintball gun. Passing the bathroom, you see Luna popping off shot behind the shower curtain. Ha! Take that, Trevor. Oh, no fair, I was just getting warmed up. Thump from above your head as you're darting towards the stairs, only to come to a crashing halt at the bottom. Riley's way too smart to get caught hiding indoors. That's how every bad horror movie starts. Your steps are quiet but steady as you approach the pool. An oversized floating swan off to one side seems to be hiding a shadow behind it. Got you now, Riley. Lifting the gun, you take aim, let the paintball fly. In a whoosh of air, the swan pops and goes flying off into the pool, revealing absolutely nothing behind him. Huh? A low, mischievous laugh sounds behind you. You whirl, but it's too late. Riley already has his hands full of pool toys. You should know by now, that you can't beat me that easily, Lambda. He bombards you with the toys, and by the time you've bobbed and weaved to avoid them, Riley is already on his way into the woods. Your feet crunch over the leaves and pine needles as you wind your way into the dark forest. Flashes of movement catching your eye. Damn, these woods are too big and too dark. If I want to get Riley, I'm going to have to use a little cunning. I'll shout wildly at every moving target, pretend to trip and hurt myself, fake my own surrender. With a fake cry and a big show of pain, you snag your foot on a nearby tree root and fall to the ground. Ow, my ankle, I can't get up. Danielle, are you okay? Chivalry will get you nowhere, it's 2024. Riley tears out of the underbrush, concerned, puckering his brows. He wraps his arms around you and helps you to your feet. You feel breathless, unsteady as he scans your face for signs of distress, before you lift the gun and shoot him point blank in the thigh. Ouch! It was cold, Danielle. Brilliant, but cold. Sorry, my finger must have slipped on the trigger. You're both breathing hard as you face off in the cool night air. Riley looks disheveled but happy, his grin quirked at the corners as he hunches over his knees. Alright, Danielle, I officially concede this round of house battle. This is one hell of a party game. I know it is. One of these days, you're gonna have to stop underestimating me. He straightens to a standing position and studies you, his expression half hidden in the moonlight. So far, underestimating you is yielding surprising results, surprising and fun. Chest constricts as Riley moves closer, his voice throbbing with meaning. What's the prize now that you've caught me? I think I'd like if you stopped using that mouth of yours to try and get your way. You take an unthinking step forward, your eyes fixed on every twitch of his lips. Go ahead and make me, Lambda. I'm not stopping you. Fingers. You lift your hand to his face and press your fingers over the soft parts of his lips. Not so talkative now, are you? Instead of trying to answer you, he opens his mouth and nibbles at the tip of one fingertip. As the fluttering settles low in your belly, he opens wide and sucks your finger into his mouth. All of a sudden, you're kissing Riley's with as much heat and passion as you can muster. His body's hot, hard wall next to yours, his mouth sliding open to envelop you with its heat, and every muscle seems to shift, making way for your body to fit neatly against his. The slow, long stroke of his tongue against yours sparks a hunger that's impossible to ignore. You want to feel him, to taste him, to... Ouch! Riley's teeth nip at your bottom lip. The pain lasts only a second before a sharp strike of a longing shoots straight to your core. Riley reaches up and traces the tender spot on your lip with the pat of his thumb. His gaze is so dark that you feel trapped inside it. You have to be careful around foxes, Danielle. They have a tendency to bite. You moan as he tugs gently on your lower lip. The sound from deep in your own throat reminds you that where you are, and the fact that I just kissed my biggest enemy. You jerk back, your breath caught as you realize that your shock isn't mirrored on Riley's face. If anything, he looks completely in control. Why surprise, Lambda? It was only a matter of time before you stopped being able to resist me. He leans in again, but pauses, waiting for you to close the distance. His breath whispers against your parted lips, and the mesmerizing pull of him draws you in, promising so much more. Give in to temptation, or go back to the house instead. Go back to the house instead. Sorry, folks. You pull back with a start, crossing your arms as you resist every urge to kiss Riley again. Things are already completely complicated enough without the two of us getting involved. Cat got your tongue, Lambda, or is the fox you're worried about? No way. That was a one-time thing and it's never happening again. Is it so? Well, you know where to find me if you change your mind. You stalk back towards the house, doing your best not to notice how fast your heart is racing at the memory of Riley's mouth on yours. By the time you arrive back at the house, the hunt's over. Paint-splattered omegas lounge around the sweaty lambdas, and everyone's still grinning. Daniel, finally, our socials are on fire right now. Everybody's saying it was the best homecoming party VCSU's seen in over a decade. Well, that's even better than I was hoping. Taking down a mega is going to make me a piece of cake after this. As you lean closer to scroll through the lambda's pictogram growing list of notifications, Dahlia blinks. Wait, why is there a cut on your lip? You lift the back of her hand to your mouth, surprised at the tender well of blood you find there. Oh, it's just a cut from the foxhunt. Things got a little more energetic than I was expecting, that's all. Energetic, huh? Sounds sus. Look, let's focus on our win. We'll need to capitalize on it as much as possible. Let's meet tomorrow for a party post-mortem. As you make plans for your social media campaign, you catch Dahlia watching you out of the corner of her eye. Dahlia's warning me about getting this close to Riley, and now that we've kissed, I have no idea what's going to happen next. Who cares? Anyway, without further ado, thanks for watching. And now description, plenty of things to check out, ways to support and whatnot. I don't know what else to say. So, about this book. You already know how I feel. Hopefully you guys are at least enjoying the reading that I do of it and the whole 9 yards. As always, I try and give at least 100% to 110% for every time I read. Even though I don't feel like I'm even 10% right now myself. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of you know, some of you don't, so it is what it is, but at least I'm still trying to get this content out. Even though I'd rather be in bed. But anyway, I'll catch y'all later. Peace out.